What's going on, everyone? So, Zach Lowe gave us an interesting update in regards to the Denver Nuggets. And we'd be asking, Tyler, why are you talking about the Denver Nuggets? This is a Laker channel. Well, I'm going to get into that here in a moment. So, per Zach Lowe, there are rumblings that Mike Malone and the Nuggets front office are not seeing eye to eye. There are rumblings that the coaching staff and front office, or at least the head coach and the front office, aren't exactly seeing eye to eye in Denver to a degree even unusual for the NBA. So there appears to be a real disconnect right now between Mike Malone, the head coach of the Denver Nuggets, and the front office. And the article goes on to talk about it seems to be stemmed from the Nuggets basically letting go of KCP and replacing him with Russell Westbrook. Not that he's necessarily against Russell Westbrook, but you basically gave up, one of your best role starting players for a guy that, is coming in, playing minimal minutes off the bench and doesn't provide shooting and all those other things. But here's the thing. The reason this is important and significant for the Lakers and ties to the Lakers is because Denver has been the mountain we have not been able to climb the last few years. Like, it has been not even close. It has been abysmal how bad we are against Denver. And one of the things is like, okay, well, they lost Bruce Brown, and now they've lost KCP. Denver is now worse. Now, they're still very good at the game of basketball. They're still going to be one of the better teams in the league. But to say that Denver hasn't gotten worse is an understatement, right? They have absolutely gotten worse. But now Mike Malone and his disconnect, and based on the report, is even unusual for NBA standards, right? Because, coaches and front offices don't see eye to eye. Like, there's always something going on with some team somewhere, right? It's not uncommon for there to be a little bit of a disconnect somewhere, even between players in the front office. There's always some drama going on. You're dealing with so many different just moving pieces and egos and personalities and stuff. There's always going to be something going on. But you start adding all these little things. And look, I'm not saying it's something significant right now, right? Because, look, Mike Malone's still going to be a good coach. It's not like he's just going to quit on the Nuggets or anything like that, right? He's still going to coach to the best of his degree. But if there is tension and there is drama and there are these little things and the media starts stirring things up and kind of has these talking points and so on and so forth, and this continues to be an ongoing thing, that can cause strain on a team. And the expectations is championships. And now you have your head coach who has this disconnect. And you've lost now two huge pieces, two of your best role players, really, that you really needed. And now you didn't make it out of the second round last year. You lost KCP, who was huge for you. Jamal Murray hasn't looked the same unless he plays the Lakers. But even when they won the championship, Jamal Murray wasn't like against the Lakers great, right? Like, he plays the Lakers and he's like prime Michael Jordan. He plays against anybody else and he's pedestrian. And I mean, even Michael Porter Jr., all these guys. Michael Porter Jr. was so bad, Mike Malone had to come out and defend him. Right? So again, you start adding all these little pieces, all of these little talking points, all these little pressures on top of the team regressing. If they hit a patch, right? Say they go on, like a 4-game, 5-game losing streak. Now everything starts coming to a head. It could be a real problem, right? And this could play into the Lakers' advantage. This could play into the Lakers' potential and opportunity, right? Like, the Lakers haven't been far off. Right? Like, yes, Denver's been the better team, but it hasn't been by like this huge mile. Right? Like, every game that the Lakers have played against Denver, even dating back to, the conference finals, right? All those games, easily the Lakers could have won. Right? They were all essentially coin flip games, and one team executed down the stretch and got the job done. The other team didn't. But when you're talking about two teams that are essentially being decided by a possession, right? Or being decided by a significant moment right? Like such as, Aaron Gordon basically bailing Denver out of that play and kicking it out to Michael Porter Jr. who hits the shot. Like if he doesn't get the basketball or he steps out of bounds as he's falling out of bounds and isn't able to get that to Michael Porter Jr. or he turns the ball over, whatever, it's a different series, right? If Jamal Murray misses just one of those game winners, it's a different series, right? Like there's so many little things that can, sway things into the Lakers' favor, right? So something as significant as like losing KCP, and then on top of that, Mike Malone and the Denver front office having issues, and that kind of carrying over into the season, that kind of bleeding into things and kind of causing a little bit of a stir can be the difference between you winning and losing a series if the Lakers are able to play Denver, or if they're distracted, or if there's, kind of these questions and these looming things, and, like, what are we going to do with Jamal, right? Like, do we end up doing a trade, right? And there's all these just, like, little things. Maybe it's not even against Lakers. Maybe they lose to a team that they're not supposed to. Right? They're not going to miss the playoffs or anything like that. I'm not trying to get that crazy, but I'm saying, again, like, you're talking about a team that if there is a little dysfunction, fall apart. And look, Mike Malone is not the most level-headed, right? He's not the most, like, soft-spoken, right? I mean, us as Laker fans have to still, to this day, listen to him talk and cry and complain about the Lakers, right? Like, he just has this distaste for the Lakers that is just silly, right? And it's just like, so he's a guy that is just going to add more fuel to the fire. He's a guy that I'm sure isn't up there talking to the front office going, well, no, he's probably up there like, you guys are crazy. I don't like it. But, he's probably going off. He's probably throwing his tantrum as we've seen when he's going on his rants about the Lakers and stuff. Right? It's just all these little things matter. All these little things can be real game changers for the Lakers. And again, I'm not saying that, lock it in. The Lakers are sweeping Denver or any of that. Denver's still going to be very good, right? Even with the disconnect, even with all the issues, right? Like even if they do have real drama that's carrying over all season long, they're still going to be a very good basketball team. Like, let's be honest. But again, like when you're looking at kind of that edge, just need that little edge, that possession, that whatever, right? Mike Malone's thinking about everything else, but, the situation at hand or, calls the wrong play or whatever. Like, you're talking about things that are by the hair of their chinny chin chin can be the difference between you winning or losing, right? Then you look at the Lakers side, and like, yes, the Lakers are standing pat thus far. Obviously, maybe something changes. Maybe a trade is on the horizon. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But as of right now, or at least at the time of recording this video, Lakers seem to be standing pat. But you also have better coaching. Like, remove JJ from the conversation. Just the Lakers coaching staff right now is better than Darvin Ham and his coaching staff combined. So, as long as JJ is at least serviceable, the Lakers should have better coaching, better play design, better everything. Which, again, could give them the edge. That could be the difference, right? If JJ works and he looks great, he might have been the difference last season. Again, I don't like to put everything on coaches. And I've gotten criticized from, people that are like, oh, like you needed, when I defended Darvin Ham at times and stuff like that, people would be like, oh, you need to be more critical of Darvin Ham. And I used to say, like, I am critical of Darvin Ham, but I don't like to, like, people just want the scapegoat. People just want the one guy. It's this. If you just got rid of him, right? But Darvin Ham did the Lakers no favors, right? Darvin Ham didn't make the adjustments necessary to ensure the wins. Things happen, right? If the Lakers were up 20 and lost the game, okay, fine. But when it happens again and again and again and again and again, that is a huge part of coaching, right? Again, players have to show up. Players have to execute. Players have to do the things necessary in order to get the job done, right? A coach can only control and prepare and do things to a certain point, right? You could have the best coach ever, right? You could have Pat Riley and Phil Jackson combined, use the Botaro earrings and create this super coach. But if the players don't show up and deliver, I mean, look at like Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is one of, if not the greatest coaches ever, and he can't even make the play-in because he doesn't have the talent and the players and whatnot, right? Like, again, it's just a coach can only go so far. But I don't know. It's just something to keep an eye on. That's all it is. I just wanted to bring this to people's attention. Just keep an eye on it, and we'll see how this plays out. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you think that, like, yeah, hey, this is definitely something to kind of keep an eye on? We'll see if this turns in, develops into something, or if it's nothing, do you think that this could be the difference between the edge or not? Do you think, like, nah, like, Lakers need more than that? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.